All right, guys, what a great result from the Saints on Sunday. They actually got back to their dominating selves. It was like going back in time, watching a Saints team that could actually get on the field and create all sorts of havoc for the opposing team's defense. And our defense was very, very strong, stopping any chance the Giants had of moving the ball. A great victory, and like going back to the old days. Is this the start of something new? What do you think? Do you think we can pull it out on Thursday? Do you think we can win the rest of our games? Is there playoffs involved? Do you think we're going to get there? Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Now, talking about getting to the playoffs, let's have a look at the other teams in the NFC South. So the Bucks actually did themselves a favor. They actually won this week against the Packers. We were kind of really hoping that the Packers could help us out with that, but unfortunately not. So it's going to come down to us actually being able to do our own job. And so the Bucks are looking strong. They're our biggest contender. Congratulations to the Panthers. Well done, Panthers. You won your second game of the season, week 15, 2 wins. Really well done to you guys. And it was very, very touching that you would do it for us, especially when you look at the opposition, who was the Atlanta Falcons. That's right, guys. The Atlanta Falcons proved once again that if any team could lose to what is probably the worst team I've ever seen play, the Carolina Panthers, if there's any team that could lose to them, you can guarantee that the Falcons are going to falcon. And they did. They lost in the dying seconds on a field goal. It was beautiful. I was leaving the Superdome at the time and it said, Saints fans, you're going to want to see this. And they put it up as the Panthers kicker scored the winning goal or the winning extra 3 points. Now, another thing, the Panthers set a record this week. Well done, Panthers. Another record, something to be very proud of. You set the lowest ever attendance for an NFL game. I believe it was 5,200. 5,200 people turned up to watch the Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons play out an NFL game. And people say to me, why does the NFL go abroad? Why is it going international? Well, let me tell you, I'm sad to say, but had that game been played in London or Germany, it would have sold out. And they'd have stayed till the dying seconds and probably 30 minutes after the game. So all these fans that are saying, I'm not going to the NFL, I'm not going to the games, and I'll show those owners what I'm talking about, I'm not spending my money on them, the owners are listening. They've moved 8 games for 2025 to international games. That's 16 teams that are going to be playing. There's only 32 in the league. How long is it before every team, before they move 16 games internationally? And it's only the next step. You know it's going to happen. So if you're one of these fans that say, I'm not going to go to the Superdome and support the Saints because they're not playing very well, then you better be ready to lose it because those games are going to go international and they're going to sell out. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments. See what you think. So that's where we are. Final thing I wanted to say, whilst it was a fantastic day, an amazing event, and a great result for the Saints, I was very sad to read when I got home about what happened to the Saints fan who travelled over from the UK. And some of you remember I mentioned him last week. He had his big Saints flag, UK Saints flag, and you could see it during the game. I think he was behind the end zone. Well, this week he was up in the 600s, almost opposite where I sat. And I saw him up there, and I saw his flag, and I took a picture for him and did a video of it and what have you. Halfway through the game, it came down. Not unusual. Normally they come and ask you to take things down. I wasn't surprised at that. What I actually heard very much upset me. The game day staff came and took the flag, and when he approached them and said, hey, that's my flag, they said, well, it's not anymore. We're throwing it in the trash. All right, now remember, this is a Union Jack with UK Saints and Who Dat written on it. Okay, now this upset a lot of the season ticket holders around this English guy. You know, I don't know if you've looked at flights, but this time of year, if you want to fly to London, the flights are around $2,000. So this guy spent a lot of money to come to the Superdome and see the Saints play. And it's not the first time he's done it. He comes regularly. Okay, so the season ticket holders around him got really upset. They chased this guy up to the where he was, and eventually they managed to get the flag back for him. Okay, and brought it back to him and said, here you go, mate, here's your flag. Sorry about that. That isn't the way that the Saints operate. I don't know who this guy is. He was game day staff. Now, unfortunately, when he got out of the game and he opened the flag up, he realised that it had been slashed. Okay, he'd taken whoever this guy was, he'd taken a knife and he'd slashed the flag up. Right, so that's really, really bad. It's been covered in the press. It was all over TikTok, and the UK WhatsApp app has blown up incredibly. So, very upset about that. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. Let me see what your thoughts are about what happened there. And let me tell you, it's a big flag, but it was not covering anyone's view. You can see on the pictures that it was hanging down where it couldn't possibly be in anyone's way. Anyway, it was a great game. It was a good result. Let's roll the tape. Alright, so we're outside now. End of the game, pretty good. Great result. And then the Panthers. The 1-12 Panthers, come through and beat the Falcons. So the Falcons are going to Falcon. They beat them by 1 point, a field goal with like 3 seconds left. Fantastic Christmas present for the Saints. Alright, let's see how we get on. Got a game on Thursday now. And we'll see how that happens.